Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Russo in for Keith Radford tonight. Police agencies are facing increased criticism over the use of force when responding to calls. Here in Buffalo, there is a new training program designed to help officers defuse any potential confrontations before they get out of hand. Our reporter Hannah BUEHLER takes us behind the scenes tonight in a story you'll see only here on 7.
What does your manager do?
He's my boss. I want to talk to him about my job.
Okay, what happened with your job?
I got fired today.
They're real-life situations.
If you wouldn't mind just throwing the knife down and then we can talk.
I can't do that. Nobody cares about me. I don't have anybody to talk to.
That police officers often face on a daily basis.
Listen, I could try to get a hold of Josh for you. Just put the knife down.
Let the people know that we're there to help them, but not get too close to them and not encroach on their space.
Buffalo police are adding new ways to deal with neighbors in crisis, learning new de-escalation training through a state-of-the-art program called ICAT.
This training is designed specifically for dealing with people who are unarmed or armed with anything less than a firearm.
The program allows officers to slow a situation, to maintain communication, and create distance between a subject. And the goal is to completely eliminate the use of force, stopping a situation before it gets out of control.
It's eventually, hopefully, developing a dialogue while continuing to take time.
To really teach police how to approach situations, particularly when you have people in crisis.
Police across the country have come under fire for the use of force in split-second situations, and calls for mental health counselors on scene have been loud. But police say the ability to have a mental health counselor on hand always is not a practical one, and that's why they say police should be equipped with those same training tools.
There are situations where our officers encounter a situation just on a street encounter or get called to a larceny call or some other domestic call that rapidly escalates and turns into an obvious mental health distress situation, and we don't have time to wait for a mental health professional.
And Deputy Commissioner Joseph Gramaglia says many times mental health counselors are the ones calling for help.
You can't just say, leave it to the mental health professionals. Our officers on the street dealing with the real world scenarios, that's not good enough for them. They need to be armed with the tools and the resources to be able to handle that situation at the time.
It showed across the board reductions in use of force to officers, to citizens, and overall reduction in use of force.
Chuck WEXLER is the executive director of the Police Executive Research Forum in Washington, D.C. The police think tank company developed the training and says it's seen tremendous success.
So if the police are going to get these kind of calls anyhow, let's teach the police.
Maybe we get this resolved. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding between you and your manager.
Put it down.
You know what I mean? Just throw it down there.
It'll be Josh for me.
This is something that we're doing to have better outcomes for everybody involved.
The program was scheduled for last year but was postponed because of the pandemic. The cost just shy of $11,000, paid for with drug forfeiture money. Hannah BUEHLER, 7 Eyewitness News.